Okay, I think I have enough bitter leaf. Ready for anything now. I'll keep some extra on hand. The whole area's rigged with them.
Hey! You! Make it worth your while if you kill these scroungers!
It's always something.
Hold tight! I'll see what I can do!
Try luring them into the tripwires.
Maybe that power cell could help.
Tripwires are for? Just like I thought.
Can't override that now.
Why kill it like that? What do you think the tripwires are for?
That's the last one.
What a day. Come on over. Let me give thanks proper like.
see you're a practiced hunter. Took you less time to kill those scroungers than vanguards to kill one bristleback.
So the vanguards came through here?
Yeah, just a bit ago. Took down that bristleback, headed south. But then those scroungers showed up to carve the carcass, as they do.
South, after more bristlebacks?
Probably. This whole valley is swarming with them. The vanguard seemed dead set on getting rid of them.
I see.
Hold on there, Red. If you're gonna go chasing across the Daunt, you're gonna want a tripcaster. Not just any tripcaster. One of my make. Free of charge.
Workmanship looks solid enough.
Yep. Been tweaking the design since I left Chain Scrape. More room to tinker out here and less chance of, well, accidents.
Did something happen in Chain Scrape?
Well, like someone.
Let me guess. Ulvund.
Back when I had a place in town, he took a real interest in my wares. Kept pressing for the Ulvund discount. When I said no, he didn't like that so much. I can't prove it, but that chuff bucket set my workshop on fire. Felt it best to put some distance between us after that.
Cable car operator told me the bristlebacks just appeared yesterday. Do you know anything about them?
How is old Karn? Back in the day, me and him got into all sorts of trouble. There was this one time that...
Anything about the bristlebacks?
No. Karn said true. Just showed up and ran amok. Lucky for me, I've got you and the Vanguard swooping in time to save my backside.
I should get going. Thanks for the tripcaster.
While you're blasting bristlebacks, I think I'll head down to the hunting grounds. Did you know they have a tripcaster trial? Come by later if you want to try it out.
Maybe. After I get things under control. So Aaron headed south. Should be able to pick up his tracks with my focus. Stuff for the stash. Tracks. The Aarons and the Vanguards. That sounds like someone's putting up a fight.
Another one down! Now this is what I was forged for. No ledgers to fill. No boring mid-afternoon patrols. Just a hammer. Just the fight. Aloy?
Erend! Stay where you are. I'll handle the rest.
Damn it. Took it down.
Those boosterbacks have acid canisters on their backs. It should trigger a chain reaction if I hit them with acid arrows.
Turn it into scrap, Aloy.
Acid's no good. Most things. I'll put these in my pack.
You might have to meet me halfway. Ah! Oh. Caught me at my best, as usual.
Well, you did the hard part. I just took care of the stragglers. How bad is it?
Who needs ribs, huh? Oh, I'm good, Huh. Okay, well, I know you didn't come all the way to the Daunt just to watch me get wrecked. So what's the story?
I need the embassy to happen, so I can head west. Erend, what I did at the Spire... what we did... it didn't end the threat. It just slowed it down. There's still more to do.
Really? Well, that's great. I mean, yeah, not the threat's not over part. That's not so great. But hey, whatever you're up against, your spear, my hammer, just like old times.
Erend, I need the embassy now. I can't wait for you to heal.
Couple of days rest, if that.
Actually, even if you weren't hurt, what I have to do, it's It's better if I do it alone.
Alone. That figures.
Aaron! I hate to interrupt the romance, but I'm pretty banged up here.
Don't blow your blaze, I'm coming.
This just keeps getting better. Listen, I'll go to Barren Light, get patched up. If you want this embassy to happen, we're gonna need this sun priest, Studius Wadis.
Oh, I know him. I'll clear the Valley of Bristlebacks, then send Wadis to Barren Light. I'll catch up with you there.
Well, I guess that's sort of like a goodbye.
I'm sorry?
You? Sorry? Ugh. Yeah, that'd be a first.
Where is this coming from?
Hey, just, forget it, yeah. Oh, it's nothing.
It sounds like something.
All right, fine. Now, after the battle at the Spire, you took off, you left without so much as a handshake. I mean, people like me, we fought and bled at your side, Aloy. You just disappear? What kind of person does that?
Aaron, look. I'm sorry it wasn't easy for you when I left. And I know it's not easy now, but what I've been doing... Life on Earth is in danger, and only I can save it.
Your life on Earth?
Yeah. Everything dies unless I succeed.
Well, then let me help.
Oh,
You can't. There's no machine to fight, no bad guy to kill. What I've got to do, I can't even explain it. Not even to people I care about.
oh, so much for being useful. Okay,
Aaron! By the forge.
I guess that's my cue.
Maybe I should go with you to Barren Light.
No, hey, you're needed elsewhere. Obviously. We'll make it without you.
That doesn't sound good.
You'll have to handle that one on your own. We'll only slow you down.
That should be enough wild meat for Moldov. Cauldron to learn how to override machines. Much better. I can refill my pouch with these later. Let's do it. It's a ruin from the old world. I could find something interesting inside. Okay, what do we have in here? like this door needs some kind of key module. Maybe there's one in the ruin? Some data survived. There's a code for the locked door in this data, but I still need to find a key module. Forecaster won't work on that. A crate. That should be useful. Okay, gotta find a key for the door. There's more of the ruin down here. Where to now? There. A little more light down here. Well, I can't reach the ledge above now. Guess I'll have to find another way up. does this lead? The key module. Okay, let's see if this key fits. There. Looks like this needs a code, too. I think some of the data I picked up might help. I'm in. What is this thing? Better keep it safe. Maybe I'll figure out what to do with it later. I can grab this from my stash later.
I'd like to feel my legs again if you don't mind, Savior. Mighty thankful to you, Savior.
Just Aloy is fine.
Aaron mentioned you're not one for fancy titles.
You're Vanguard.
Well, here to escort Wadis' delicate behind to the embassy.
If we can get rid of these bristlebacks.
Captain said to keep an eye on Chainscrape, then these ugly lugs showed up.
Gave the first one a good beating.
But didn't quite have time to roll out of the way when it fell.
Told you it wasn't a good idea to eat that much before heading out.
I should probably get going.
Now, if you see any more of these bristlebacks...
I'll make sure to roll out of their way.
Might want to take some of these with you as well. They're handy in a pinch.
Thanks.
Stay safe, Aloy.
The signal my focus picked up is coming from that metal tower. Maybe I should check it out. An image from the old world. It's like some kind of building in front of sheer cliffs. The image is incomplete. But maybe if I line it up exactly with where it was taken, my focus can fill in the rest. There's the quarry Thales mentioned. And it's full of bristlebacks.
Fuck, we finally got help!
One less machine. I'm staying right in there. Incoming. Another one down. One less machine. Another one down. quarry's safe.
Stranger, come on over here. We gotta talk. Over here, girl. I wanna thank you. I don't know what Honora's doing out here, but consider yourself owed. We tried to hold off and wait for the Vanguard, but one of them bristlebacks charged us. Next thing you know was a full-fledged fracas.
Is everyone okay?
We lost some good people, but we would have lost the whole quarry without you.
Well, at least it's quiet now.
Your ears ought to be ringing with a quarry at work, but Chainscrape's whistle ain't blowing, so we're stuck picking up the pieces.
You need the whistle to get back to work?
Me and my crew were just little cogs out here. Can't lift a hammer till Olvin blows that thing. Cause if we work without his say-so, he'll ban us. And my people have been through enough.
Olvin holds that much power?
He's got the money and connections to snuff our fires for good. Almost feels like we stood a better chance with the bristlebacks.
What are you and your crew working on?
We're supposed to be working Olvin's claim, digging out stone to show our barren light. But the work stoppage and the bristlebacks cut us short. Never seen those blasted things in a dawn before. Where in Forge Fire did they come from?
I'm not sure. At least not yet. I need to get going. Stay safe.
Thanks to you, that might actually be possible today.
I think I've cleared out most of the bristlebacks. Chainscrape can get back to work now. I'll go give Olvin the good news. What he's to. Then maybe this embassy can finally happen. Keep that in mind. Javad said the bristlebacks were first spotted west of the quarry. I should see if there's anything in the back of the valley. Try to line up the Vista Point image again. This should be within range. Okay, let's try this again. The building looks like it's in front of some sheer cliffs. Looks like the building in the image might have been near a river. Maybe there used to be a bridge nearby? think I'm out of range at the vista point. I gotta try again. I can get up to my stash later. Okay, let's try this again. That building looks like it's in front of some sheer cliffs. It looks like the building in the image might have been near a river. Maybe there used to be a bridge nearby? This doesn't look right. Better try another spot. Ruins of a bridge. Maybe it's the same one from the image. I could try to line it up around here. There it is! Oh. Completing the image unlocked a data file. It looks like these vista points were made by... Miriam Technologies. That was Elizabeth's company. I wonder if I can find more of them out in the wild. Time to get Ulvin to blow the whistle, then Wadis to Barren Light.
Still here, I see.
I cleared out all the bristlebacks.
Oh, you did?
Now that you've recovered from your shock, time to blow the whistle.
Oh there, not so fast. I'll have to send someone out to confirm the kills. Make sure the valley is safe again. It shouldn't take more than a day. Or two.
No. You blow the whistle now.
These are innocent Osram lives we're talking about here. Surely the delay...
Either you do it now, or I will.
Ah, I knew you could do it! Friends, gather round. The savior of Meridian has done it again.
What?
The Bristlebacks are defeated. You.
What?
Sound the whistle. Chain Scrape is open for business!
Yay.
And Ulvund has agreed to personally pay every worker their lost wages.
Yeah!
That's more like it!
Yeah! Woo!
Ha-ha!
Yeah! Yeah!
Don't you have an embassy to get to?
Yeah, I guess I do.
Well, the chain scrape's back to work. Merchants should be open to trade. I should see if they have anything useful before I send Wadis off to Barren Light.
Ulvund must be free.
And that's how I invented the infamous...
Brought out only the good stuff for you, Red. Seeing as you got that whistle blowing.
Hey, I've been waiting to get my lucky hammer fixed for days.
You haven't done anything useful like getting rid of any bristlebacks, though, have you? Take your time. I promise you won't be disappointed. Come back anytime.
Now can I get this fixed?
I can fix your tools. Afraid there's no fixing you.
Stealth, power, and protection. What will you choose?
If I were a Silverman, I would salute you.
That should offer you protection.
You littlest can run all day, can't you?
Nothing today.
You just gonna stand there?
Can't go to work with a broken hammer.
The way to Barren Light is clear. Get moving.
You're not errant vanguardsman. I will move only when the captain
When
says...
I've cleared out all the bristlebacks, which I have. Captain's orders.
So they're okay?
Banged up, but breathing. And waiting up ahead for you.
But I was supposed to have 3 escorts.
I'm off to Barren Light, Wadis. Like Aloy said, Captain's orders. You can stay here.
Abandoned to the riffraff? I think not.
Guess you're coming with me then. See you there, Aloy.
Well, now that that's done, the embassy can finally get underway. If I can get through it, I'll be able to track down Silence. Hades. Maybe even a Gaia backup. Guess I could head straight for Barren Light. Or poke around the Daunt some more first. And maybe take Petra up on that drink.
Here to practice, friend. I set up some new training while you were gone.
How goes it?
Yeah! Take more than that to keep me down. Made of shards.
Not again.
If you keep repeating the same attacks, your enemy will dodge them. Vary your attacks and combinations. Make yourself less predictable.
Maybe finally someone.
Come on. If your opponent keeps blocking, then use a heavy attack or a power attack to break through. Either that or hit them from behind. That didn't do it. Try again.
That should be enough wild meat for Moldov.
Keep repeating the same attacks, your enemy will dodge them. Vary your attacks and combinations. Make yourself less predictable. Come on. If your opponent keeps blocking, then use a heavy attack or a power attack to break through. Either that or hit them from behind.
Keep going, sorry.
Close attention to your opponent's stance. Read their intentions. Choose your attacks to break their defense.
That should be enough wild meat for Milduf.
You thought this be easy? I see how you earned your reputation. You fight well. Challenge is over. Guess I win.
That should be enough wild meat for Milduf.
So, I see how you earned your reputation. I see how you earned your reputation. An impressive attack. You fight well. A good series. An impressive attack. You fight well. I see how you earned your reputation.
Hey, I think you left by now.
An impressive attack. You fight well. An impressive attack. I see how you earned it. You fight well. A good series. Good. Yield. I yield. Well fought, friend. Well fought.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Ooh. Serves me right for thinking I could go up against the savior of Meridian. Here, have this. A little something for the new champion.
Thank you, Hodurk.
Don't be a stranger now. Come back whenever you'd like to spar again.
I should go.
I'll be here if you want to practice more.
You could always get a new one, you know?
You can't just replace the lucky hammer.
Over here!
Come back and I'll show you my wares once again.
Ah, finally!
Look at you.
Hey, Roy. Change your mind about
Fancy
that brew?
a game of strike.
Come for that beer after all, eh? Here, sit down. Get a pint in her hand. Wasn't expecting you to swing by.
Since when do I do what's expected?
There's that spark. Fire and spit.
Fire and spit.
That's a blast from the bellows. Won't fix the forge, but at least I can forget about my troubles for a while.
Like what?
Well, things aren't as bad since you got this place running again. But we still got Olvin grating the gears about his concession decree. If you don't put that down, I'll come over there and show you how that game ends. Anyway, right now, I'm just worried about those refugees out from Sunfall. To come all this way enduring Forge knows what.
Shadow Carja refugees. What are they doing in the Daunt?
Looking for a new home, I gather. They're camped out by an old trailhead, southwest of here. And therein lies the problem. A Stormbird crashed up on the cliffs last week, and Talon Cleanbrokers had his eye on the salvage ever since. But the refugees have barred entrance. Mustn't interrupt their sun-scorched ritual. Something about finding a twilight path.
Huh. I've never heard them talk about that before.
Yeah, well, these particular Shadow Karja are an odd bunch. But overall, they're peaceful folk. Not that it matters to Talon. He'll crack some heads to get to that salvage. Maybe you could swing by, convince him to set up camp somewhere else?
Well, if I'm up that way, I'll talk to the refugees. Try to convince them to move.
Much appreciated. They have it rough. Don't need Talon making it rougher.
No one wants to play strike. No?
Could have a word with him first.
Anyway. Come to revel in some strike, sister? Let me set the board.
I was just passing by.
First timer, huh? Don't worry about it. I'll go easy on you. You got any pieces?
No.
Well, aren't you in luck then? I got an extra set, a Tanakh original straight out of the Forbidden West. Sit. I'll run you through it in a hot spark. I'll give you something special if you win it on my boards, too. All right, let's start off simple. The Tanakh like to say that Machine Strike is a game of pure strategy. We each get a set of pieces. Each piece represents a kind of machine, and each machine is worth a different number of victory points. And to win the game, you'll need to gain 7 victory points by destroying the opponent's machines. It can be tricky remembering the details of every machine, so we use these notes to keep track of them. You see that number on the top right corner? That there is how many victory points you'll get for destroying that machine. Notes also tell you how far a piece can move, how powerful their attacks are, the distance they can strike from, and of course, their health. Okay, that's enough for now. Let's just play. I'll explain the rest as we go. I own the board, so I get to choose who goes first. Since this is your first time, I'll let you go. Usually you get to choose which pieces to set on the board, but this will do for now. Pick up that machine piece to your right, and move it forward. And remember, each machine can only move a certain distance. Take a look at your notes if you need a reminder. Easy enough, huh? Now, you get to move 2 machines each round, so... Perfect. There's not much else to do for now, so just end your turn. We're forging onwards. Let me move my pieces here. And we're back to you. This time, why don't you try attacking one of my pieces? Try with that machine on your right first. Now move the piece. When performing an attack, you'll be testing your machine's combat power against the opponent's. A machine's combat power is a combination of the terrain your machine is standing on and its own attack power. This board only has grassland terrain, which has no effect on a machine's combat power. And your current machine has 2 points of attack power. So in total, your machine's combat power equals 2 points. Since my machine isn't the one attacking, it has 0 points of attack power. And just like your machine, it's not affected by grassland terrain. So right now, the difference in combat power between the 2 machines is 2 points. This means your machine can do 2 points of damage to my... Did you get all that? Knew you were a smart one. Finish up by attacking my machine. Not pulling any punches, huh? Now grab that second machine of yours. See how your machine can't move close enough to attack mine? You can make your machine sprint. That lets it move 1 space further. Try it out. Downside to sprinting is that your machine can no longer attack. Now, some players like to take a risk and overcharge their machine in cases like this. Overcharging, it will damage your machines, so use it your own. Let's try doing that now so you can see what I mean. That's about it for your turn, then. Now, I'll let you in on a neat trick. That machine of yours, the one closest to me, grab a hold of it. Same as in the wilds, machines have both armored points and weak points. You can see them marked on the pieces. Blue shows where their armor is thickest. Hit them there and you'll do some damage, but not a lot. Now, red shows the machine's weak points. Hit those and you'll deal a mighty blow. Here, let me show you. Rotate that piece so your machine faces mine. Now let that machine have it. Off the board she goes, and there's your first victory points. You don't have 7 of them yet, so let's keep going. Your machine attacked mine, but hasn't moved yet. Go ahead and move down. You've already attacked a machine and moved your piece. But if you overcharge your machine, and by the look of your machine, you'd be sacrificing, but some overcharge. Ain't that a thrill? Now, because your machine was knocked out at the same time as mine, we both get the victory points our machines are worth. Good news is, Since you're the one attacking, you're gonna receive your victory points before, which means you can reach the cup. That's why sometimes losing a piece can be the now. But that means that wasn't so hard. Just remember to all, you'd be surprised the advantage. I know it saved. Oh, these are all my spare pieces. It's a small set, but it should. You might even fancy looking out for them. They've got all kinds, though they'll need the right material. Or you might find them at. No, I've lost my fair share of pieces after brew. No need to thank me. Now, if you feel I could even teach.
Thanks.
I knew I'd make a strike. How about this time? This one's got all the different terrains you can. Knowing when and how to use them can mean the difference between. Terrain mainly affects your machine's combat power. As you know, you compare the higher your machine's so finding the right terrain is an essential strategy for. Here, I'll show you. Grab that piece to your left and move to attack my machines. Now let's take a look at your machine's combat power. Combat power is the sum of a machine's attack power and the value of the terrain it's standing on. Since your machine it's also standing on forest terrain with a value of 1 point. Add those. My machine is standing on grassland. It's also not attacking, which means, so my combat power, this means go ahead and there you go. Now, it can also help defend your machines from attack. Grab your other piece and place it in front of my second machine. Since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power. It's standing on grassland terrain. This means my machine can't use their attack powers since they're defending, but they have the higher ground. They're standing on forest terrain, which is worth 1 point. This means my combat power. Now, the front of my machine is This means that the spot you're about to attack has armor protecting it, which means my machine gets an extra point, giving it a total of 2 combat power points. If we compare the combat power of both machines, you'll see that you won't be able to do any damage. Whenever you're unable to top an opponent's combat power, you can still choose to attack and break their machine's defenses instead. Go ahead, try it out and see what happens. See? When you break a machine's defenses, you can knock it backwards. Sure, both our machines will receive 1 point of damage, but knocking not only that, if my machine, it would have received, and if my machine had been blocked by another one of my pieces, that's why breaking a machine's defenses is useful, right? There's still one more thing I want. All right, as we've seen, however, there are 2 other terrains that work. This is what we call a chasm. Only flying machines can be placed on those. But it'll take away 2. This is marsh terrain. Landing on it will take away. It'll also keep your machine. Here, let me show you. Grab that machine on your left. See? All you can do now is wait for your next turn to move again. Or you can overcharge your machine to get out of there. You can still attack any nearby enemies, so you're not completely helpless. Well, I think that's enough yammering for me for now. Promise it'll. Here for more tips? Why don't I tell you a bit more about. In a normal game, you get each one is worth, and you can knowing what building an army that is the key. When assembling your army, first and foremost, you can never have more than 4 of the same machine on. With that in mind, how far they can move, but a real strike player will be looking at it. Let's take a quick look, shall we? All right, let's talk about the different ways in which a machine. If you look at your notes, you'll see this machine here is a melee type. You can also tell by the shape of the base the piece stands on. A melee type machine attacks the first enemy within range, and no one else. We've seen this plenty of times, so just move that. Great, now grab your other. Looks like we've got ourselves a gunner type machine here. This means they'll only hit the farthest enemy in their attack range. Let's move that machine forward and end your turn so we can take. Let's go. This is a ram-type machine. Attack an enemy with it, and it'll push the piece backwards. Like this. See, now my machine has taken over your machine's spot on the board. This is your opponent if they have the higher ground. Looks like we have one more piece to look. Now this, when it attacks, it'll move to every machine in its path, so make sure you take a good look at the board. You should also make sure it's otherwise, here, I'll show you. Look, it even rotated your piece. A nifty little, if you look at you'll notice this particular machine has one, there's quite a few of those, and we have, but I'm pretty sure it's got all, I think that about does it for now. Good luck. Come up. You're up, Red. Time to make my move. Gotta say, your odds aren't good, Red. Time to get serious. Your turn. One less piece on the board. My turn. That's it for me. You got me, fair and square. Let's play. Okay, let's see. Board's all yours. Okay, let's see. Your move, Red. Time to get serious. That's it for me. Well, that's done now. My turn. Board's all yours. Off the board it goes. I always get nervous when I overcharge my pieces. Time to make my move. You're up, Red. I'm up. Your move, Red. Time to make my move. I won! Oh, but I'll play you again if you want. This is gonna be fun. Your turn. I'm up. That's it for me. That was brutal. Okay, let's see. Your move, Red. My turn. Knocked right off the board. Board's all yours. One less piece on the board. Time to get serious. Oh, only one machine left. Knocked right off the board. Time to make my move. That's the game. You up for a rematch? Let's do this. You're up, Red. Time to get serious. Your turn. That was a surprise. Well, that's done now. Okay, let's see. Your turn. That was brutal. I'm up. Off the board it goes. Your move, Red. I was hoping you wouldn't do that. Just one piece left. Oh, I thought I had that one. Here we go. You're up, Red. My turn. That's it for me. come up. Knocked right off the board. Off the board it goes. One less piece on the board. Time to get serious. Board's all yours. Okay, let's see. Your turn. My turn. Well, that's done now. Oh, you hit that weak spot all right. That was brutal. Well, that's done now. Time to make my move. Your move, Red. Now that was a game, even if I lost. Let's do this. My turn. You're up, Red. I'm up. That's how you do it. One less piece on the board. That was brutal. Okay, let's see. Knocked right off the board. Off the board it goes. Time to make my move. One less piece on the board. That's it for me. That was brutal. Feeling daring, are we? Time to get serious. Board's all yours. Knocked right off the board. Okay, let's see. Board's all yours. Well, spark my forge. You have beaten me on every one of my boards. Now that deserves a prize, I say. Don't be a stranger.
Hello again.
About that. I should be going.
Right.
I'm sorry, I'll be right with you. Okay, I'm not saying it. It's a weapon! Not if it blows the... So, you look like someone who's always searching for a new weapon.
Actually,
But you're just nuts! I am with a customer!
I'm not a customer.
I got it! Triple the powder. It'll blow a Strider sky ba-boom.
Maybe I am.
Then you are in the right place at the right time, Red! How
explosive, done and
yet perfectly...
Tell me more.
Saw a scroll when I was a kid. Had a scary drawing. Effective, but... And I'm...
Whereas I
can use machine parts to... Well, Boomer here is... Namely with
boomsticks.
Why not?
That. I need the parts... Well, for start...
Charger horn.
Yeah, otherwise they... But the real...
There's a me...
Boomer! You get him for...
You have a deal. I could get around faster if I find a charger to override. I Gonna ride one of these chargers. I have to go on quiet, so I don't spook the herd. Just one more, buddy. To the bristleback on the clothes. Gotta check it out. Looks like it died on impact. Maybe it charged off the cliff up there. I better keep following the trail up. I'll fill up while I can. An old mine. Broken trees. It's like a stampede went through. Is this where the bristlebacks came from? But how? Unless this cave leads out of the Daunt. Okay, let's see where this leads. The old cart tracks collapsed. It looks recent. Guess I'm not going that way. Send this to my stash. Bristlebacks. So they did come through here. Must have gotten trapped. I'm gonna have to take them out before I can look around. There's smoke from deeper in the mine. An explosion. Alvin out here learning how to override that. There's smoke from deeper in the mine. Explosion. take a look at where the smoke's coming from. A lot of smoke. It looks like the line runs pretty far back. There's enough blaze here to blast a mountain open. And there's a note on one of the barrels. Signs addressed to Oland. Looks like this mine must have been... Shut down. They must have got... Greedy. Kept blasting deeper into the mountain. I should let Javad know what I found. Pack's full, but my stash has room. So Olvin was secretly blasting in the mine, trying to squeeze it for all it's worth. Until Bristleback stampeded through. Maybe the explosions blew away. But from where? These people are under attack.
Hey! You up there! Aren't you gonna help?
Not my job. I'm just here to keep an eye on things for chain scrape.
On their way. Get to safety. I'll handle the rest.
Go, Lakasha. I'll help the Nora.
That's the last of them. Better check on the refugees.
Is it bad, Lakasha?
Shh, now. Everything will be fine.
Is everyone okay?
Bruised, but not buried. Our order will live to see another day.
Are you sure about that?
We're no strangers to hardship, Nora. We've crossed half the Sundom with no more than the clothes on our backs. And as soon as our Sun Priest returns, our path will be clear. For now, we wait.
Well, you're better off waiting somewhere else. Your people need shelter. There's a town east of...
Chainscrape. Yes. We know of it. Savohar says it's not suitable for us.
Who?
Our Sun Priest.
Our order has made it this far thanks to his guiding light.
Okay, and where is this?
He went up to the tower and he won't come down until the sun The fallen storm bird is an omen, he said. And of course...
I see.
Until he He will return.
You're Shadow Karja.
We are the Order.
The difference being...
When the usurper Avad killed his father, we fled with the Karja in Shadow. Our lives there were... Savohar saw lifted us up. When the long night and so...
Why didn't you go back?
Avad is a patricide. We must walk in twilight.
Uh-huh. There's an Oseram in Chainscrape. Tolland. He wants the Stormbird up there.
Yes. He was here just... He made all...
That's all well and good. Sooner or later, his...
Savohar will come through.
You're out of time, Lakasha.
We won't leave him.
Well... Your priest, Savohar.
His meditation...
So he does this often?
Well... But he will guide us.
Sure. Look at yourself. And Oseram thugs are... You're in danger here. You need to grab Savohar.
Our situation... I know we cannot stay here, but without...
Let me up there.
But his meditation... If...
At least let me check on him.
Yes. The trail up to the tower... Savohar is strong.
It rarely is.
Let the Nora pass.